Howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Long time no see. I hope everything's alright with the audio, like usually. Like usually it's not, but hopefully now it is. Maybe I take this a little bit even lower. Okay, maybe. No, it's too silent. Maybe here. Kinda. Maybe the game will be too loud? Yeah, seems to be. Huh.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
Hey.
Is Bubble okay? Can you hear Paimon?
And then the effects volume like here, maybe. Alright. What the... Dailies and whatnot. Why am I here? Basically, I am here because there is a timed event. I'm kinda... Maybe I should explain that I've been away and I will be away even more. Wait a second. My OBS is on full screen and we learned last time and a few other times that if that happens, if I click out of the screen, then I can make problems. Okay, so in the past time, it's a still ongoing thing, but in the past time, what happened is that I lost about 30 pounds, like 14 kilograms actually, to be exact. I did hit 15, but you know, there's the CIO effect, so it's not like a consistent. But I'm still going to do what I'm doing with my diet until I'm starting to really get into the mindset of going exercising, because when is better time than now? The thing is, dudes, the thing is, 15 kilograms. It's about taking a normal book, you know, 300 pages, average book, like usually 80,000 words, around ish, and taking those books, taking at least 30, 60. I think about 130 pieces of those books. Now, lift 100 books of those normal kinds. Lift 100 books. Just let's do a lower average. See, it would be about 12 kilograms, I think, maybe ish. Lift it up, and imagine that that's on your body, around your body, mainly around your stomach, having pressure on your back and whatnot. And I've been carrying that for a while. I feel so much lighter. And I have goals, another 10 kilograms in this year. And to just get into exercising anything. And in any extent. It's just to get into the habit of doing that,
Ursula's logo. It was
and
designed by
then
my
get
mother.
to the next step
Have you
when
noticed how it's
when
shaped like a heart?
when it's a habit already. Because this diet now is my it became my habit. Okay, so let's not waste time to anything. Actually, let's see how this works. If it works that way. Okay. Current, once you have reached your daily encounter point limit and further points gained will be converted to long-term encounter points. Long-term encounter points will be stored but not reset along with daily commissions. If your daily encounter points are not full, you can expand the original resin to convert long-term encounter. Why would I do that? To make up for the shortfall in daily encounter points, thus obtaining. So this is like for nothing. This is bullshit. Okay. But we will definitely do some stuff that will change stuff up. Like, yeah. Like getting into the summer camp, just a quest and then all the daily commissions are done. Probably, hopefully. Wait, what? Hey, flip through pages. Whoa, leg, ho, leg, ho. Now this takes some effort.
Hey, wake up! Hey!
Hey,
You're finally awake. Paimon was worried sick.
what happened? Where are we?
No idea. Paimon just woke up and then we were here. Oh, Paimon's head is all dizzy.
Oh, you tell me.
The scenery here looks different too. Oh, what should we do, traveler? Please don't tell Paimon someone abducted us and brought us to some strange place that we could never leave.
Well, aside for the never leave, probably that's what happened. How Wawa taken into. What does this do? Oh, that we can hide this stuff. Yeah, okay. So now we are skipping the entire getting into the summer event stuff and just or be there. So if it's not part of the story, then lazy writing, which I don't expect to be like that. So there's probably, but I really hope that it's not just like an easy explanation that we brought you here, or something brought us here, and something brought others here, and we just meet here because we were chosen. Eh.
You're right. Better to think of this as the beginning of a new adventure.
Just a second, I'm checking something. Huh? Okay, messing up with the microphone for a little bit. Be careful. I don't know. Maybe the ambient, because for the ambient, the audio that I'm picking up from the game, it doesn't move, but I hear the ambient, like these birds tweeting and whatnot, and the microphone line moves, kinda like how the ambient sounds, which creeps me out. But on the other hand, I have some noises in my room, so it probably picks it up because that is a constant. So it's just like random something with matches kinda with the ambient, but it's funny.
Thank goodness you're still here. If Paimon woke up alone, she probably would be trembling in a tree hollow.
The story begins in a forest without rain. Okay, so the thing is,
For now, we might be able to meet someone and figure out what this place is all about.
that's the plan. Now, I definitely would like to have something like because this probably is like 4 pieces of tail. Okay, that's still just what? So we're still not there yet that I would be able to know more. Okay.
I really want to go travel.
Because that I would like to, if there's like a 4th chapter, I would like to be able to do like 2 today and 2 in a stream in less than a week. In less than 4 days, actually. It's just as I will have time, because I want to. I also would like to do Arlecchino's quest and the Chanuvea quest, at least. Okay, let's have some fun. Hey, lagging. Excerpts of bliss. What does that mean? Oh, noise. Looks fine. There's something there. What do we have on the map? That is the something there. Okay, we already have 2 quests. And so not beginning right away with this, because I was thinking that I'm beginning right away. I wanted that some of the chapters will open, if not all, after a while. And also, yeah, I did not have the time because I was working. So yeah, working does that from time to time. Thing is, somehow.
Did those plants by the road look weird to you?
Yeah,
Almost
okay.
like they were made of paper.
Kind of, and the grass as well.
And those 2 frogs over there? Yeah, they look like pieces of origami.
Okay, so where was I? Because I will be losing my thought. Yay! The Paimon shadow there. So that actually I might not sound like that, and that's what I don't understand. Ish. That my life seems to be in some ways go to the right direction. I feel much better in my own skin, except that my back pains are not gone. But hopefully it will be after a while, and I will not put that much pressure on it again, because that was cruel, and also from my back that it couldn't handle it. Whatever. That I'm having so much fun, but that kind of fun that only I am having. You know, like everything around me, as it happens, it's like as if as if things I perceive them as if they were only to entertain me. It's not like I'm putting that perspective on. It's more like that's my harmony feeling with how I am nowadays. I kind of don't care about anything. That's that's the side effect. Uh, so sometimes not that good. Yeah, usually it's good. Other times it's funny because I just don't care about my environment in that way, that I'm just having fun and others don't understand why. It's just it's like I don't feel that I am here now playing this because this is the perfect time for me to do this. It's not that I don't want to do it, not at all, because I was like, okay, when would be the perfect time? It's more like as much as I was trying to not the perfect time, but more like an actual practical time. Let's say that way. As much as I was looking for it, as I became more frustrated that it just didn't happen. Not just this stream. I wanted to do previous ones that I was like, nope, because I kind of was like always tired. And this summer, oh, the heat, oh, the heat, that was bad. Oh yeah, in the meantime I became 42 years old. The life, the universe, and everything, it's mine now. Okay, now that we have established that. So the thing is that there was some heat around here. And there were days that I have spent with like just lying on the bed. I don't have an AC. So at work we have AC, so I was like kind of enjoying being at work more. But it's like we're in the middle of the season, so it's a lot of work. But I'm not complaining. I'm just telling about it. It's actually it should be busy. I would like it to be a little bit busier during this season, and like during the season times. Now the thing is that I have wasted so much time with that, but as I was sweating and as I was like whenever not doing that, then trying to do something, and I was moving a lot while having this diet that I didn't even start initially intentionally, but as I realized what is happening, I was like, okay, let's grab this opportunity and really get into it, because I was always like procrastinating that. But starting is the worst thing, the hardest thing when you want to achieve something, and as it is more serious, then it's kind of the more difficult to start something. And I was like, okay, but it has started, so I'm in it. I'm kind of enjoying it. That I am having this diet, and how my mindset was around it, because that was like a growing thing inside me, frustrating me that I'm procrastinating it still, and it was a relief that it has started and I can already do something with it. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's do this way, and it works now. And I even added more layers to it that I wasn't doing unintentionally, but now I'm doing intentionally with this diet, and I have plans to go forward, because I now have this, not just a motivation, but kind of I don't have the obstacles that would keep me from it. So I'm in this momentum. I'm in this momentum, and in this, like the streaming part is not in priority. I would say in that way that not important at all, but it is important still in a way that FOMO. So if this wouldn't be, then I would be probably procrastinating still, even though the changes happening in my life, I would be still not procrastinating the diet, procrastinating the streaming, because it wouldn't be like entirely necessary, and I would be like, okay, I'm just able to do it afterwards. And even if I was streaming, if it wasn't this FOMO event, then I would have gone to do some other game probably. Uh, and I'm actually planning, because Star Wars Outlaws. I'm kind of interested about that, and then it's kind of my style. It seems like a little bit of my style of game. So we'll see. We'll see if there are rumors that it will be a disaster. If it will be, it will be. I don't need it to be a success. I need it to be enjoyable for me. Like I see more like I hope for a similar experience than with not with dialogues and with the RPG part, but more like a story building way, and side quests and quests all around, and the open world, how it is filled, and you have to be talk to others, like it is with the Elex. You know, Elex has a lot of dialogues and whatnot, but you have choices there that affect the gameplay. Okay, but I digress again. I digress from my digression. Is it digression then? If it English is interesting, so it might not mean what I wanted to say. But I digress from what I have already digressed. Ish. So the thing is that if you could pick out, because I was like, maybe I sound like jolly, which I am. It's like if it doesn't sound like that, and anybody sees this, for you've been warned. I am jolly, and if I sound like anything else, that's probably for the sake of sounding different, because that would make me even more jolly. Yeah, that was the short part of it. But oh, there's so many other things that are in the back, because you know it's a life that is happening, even though it's mostly a boring one. But the life is actually happening, and you don't know, you don't know kind of anything, and I wouldn't want to jinx any more of it, because this is more like an update. What I said, not that much of hopes, and like what I see in the future, what would happen, because how I said that now streaming is not that important now, but it's not like I would want to like ditch it entirely, not even closely, it's more like right now this focus is much more important, because this is happening, this is much more difficult to get into, because streaming I can do it. Success I cannot, but streaming I can. Okay, that sounded much better than what it actually means. Okay. And you know, if you're jolly, you can say stuff like that and make it sound like it. That's the pride. That's the dream. But we're probably in a dream. Which is like, oh, that foreshadowing. Oh, fuck! I didn't even start with that. I think I cracked the thing. What's happening? What was, you know, the previous event was what we were doing. You know, there were stuff told us that there's stuff happening. Oh, the Dane Steve quest. Okay, that's probably not the exact thing, but still, it's a clue to what where my mind is. I think the traveler is a loom of faith. There, another one, and another, and it's probably because why it's disconnected to Erman's to Ermanso and why we are like a witness, like recording the history, and the entire history is around the old history that have changed, that Irmenso has changed in the memory of everybody. Those are all hidden in the friggin' books, in the way that if the right people would read them, probably like with the right ambition, with the right destiny, with the right fate, then they would reveal their their real identity. They would be they would become those characters whom they were, the cosmic ones even, which I think Paimon is one. And it's like a really important thing, probably the Six Pygmies book, because I don't think that the five sinners remember their sins or remember the right way. So I think their memories are also changed, and the real story is hidden from them in the Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies books, and that's why that's so important for them to find it. Okay, I actually thought way more, but I have even more layers because the Book of Sun and Moon, that's the other thing in the whole thing. But oh, so it actually can be that Venti is Taros. I was like, okay, they are kind of they're kind of reincarnated, because that's that the visions are probably how the visions are like the how the reincarnation works, basically. So when the ascension works, and then their history is recorded into the stars, and when a vision descends, then that destiny returns into another vessel. That's basically almost known. Oh, we almost know that. We don't know that, but we expect it so much that that is the case. Also, I think Tevot is a dragon egg altogether, a shattered one. And to make the dragons survive with the Tevot as a word in it, and Tevot become real, not just this place, but real for that dragon that is born. That I think the word that the dragon will be born into is getting saved inside the dragon, like how it happened in Epep when we have returned those fungi to it. So the game in slow motions tells us all the mechanics that is required to get to the end story, and that it would make sense, because all those things that wouldn't make sense anyway, we would be like, yeah, because it was told in Sumeru, yeah, because it was told in Azuma, yeah, because we already heard that story, that it happened like that. So that's what's the journey, that the journey will make the entire thing sense, because without the journey it would be like a chaotic thing, like a lazy explanation or something. Like, it would sound stupid, but it's the same thing that when you write a good story with good characters and then you make a movie about it and you tell the good story, but you don't care about telling the good characters, then it would be a bad story. Nobody would care because the characters were an important part of the story. But if you take your time with your character, with your world building and whatnot, then yeah, it would matter. Okay, so put that behind in the past. Let's get jolly. And those two frogs over there, yeah, are origami. Like a stonigami.
Oh, by the shade of a lotus leaf stream, don't tell me you forgot how to jump.
Huh.
I didn't forget, Firecracker. I'm just not sure if what I remember is correct.
It's a good way to put it.
Next thing you know, you'll have forgotten how to sing, much less notate a score. You still remember why we call you Stream, don't you?
Stream.
Yeah, because I've got a great singing voice. Although these days, name seems more ironic than anything.
Huh?
Not just a great voice, one that evokes the gentleness of early morning dewdrops flowing into a spring. So cheer up and make the jump over. If you're still unsure, just use that roll of magic thread. I won't laugh, I promise. Now, don't tell me you've forgotten how to use that as well.
Huh.
I haven't forgotten everything, Firecracker. Your name, for instance. It's kind of hard to forget that you're named after your fiery temper. Now do me a favor and pipe down for a second. I'll be right over.
You saw that too, right? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
I saw some talking paper frogs. The paper frogs jumped away. Talking frog is definitely like a recurring, not in Genshin, but in life.
This place is getting more confusing by the
Oh,
minute.
or is it just me?
Anyway, why don't we go after those two frogs? They didn't look evil or anything. Plus, they might be able to help us out.
Ooh. Are we going to return here unnecessarily? Where?
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
That seemed like a follow me. Annoyance? Okay. Nothing here. Little nothing. Oh. What kind of tree you are? Hey. You don't give me anything. Huh. Rude. Will you? Nope. I mean, that makes sense. The other one doesn't. What?
Guess we're not catching up to those frogs. They were so fast. Paimon couldn't even tell where they hopped off to in the end.
Oh yeah, I would really try to focus in to the story and not go exploring. And exploration I will do on my own time, because that I can do in work and whatnot. But yeah, it's the story. It's.
Excuse me, honored travelers. Did you come from the Cliff of Prophecy, perchance?
What is the Cliff of Prophecy?
The chubby paper hamster just talked.
I mean, you just. Why are you only? I mean, actually. But this is part of my theory that Paimon is that is why she is always like that surprised and whatnot, because she is like we are the companion for Paimon to learn about this world, and it would be for her powers that would require all this knowledge. I think that will be the choice, and I said it many times that we will have to choose between Paimon, the Tewat that we live in would be like the one that will be born, or the one that will be engulfed by the abyss, because that's what our sibling does. Because that's the only thing how he thinks that we could overthrow the heavenly principles, and in the meantime we have Paimon here. Another thing, but he will be obsessed, and we will have to choose, and Paimon will be the right thing, the right side to choose. It will be heartbreaking. Oh yeah, okay, so that's the end of Genshin for you, but yeah. But I was kind of so lost, and I'm also getting so lost a lot of times when there are these lore quests and there are new information, and sometimes I'm like missing a detail, and then I'm seeing so stupid things when I realize that what was I thinking? Where was I looking? How did I not get that part? Okay, like what the hamster thought.
Chubby? Who are you calling chubby? I've just got a slightly thicker layer of paper on me, that's all. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Armand, and I'm an elder of the Forest of Blessings. I've been waiting here for the hero of prophecy to arrive.
That would be us, and this voice. This is such a cool voice. I don't know who it is. I don't think I know who it is. I'm not that kind of guy who knows voice actors, but I want to appreciate it. This is very cool.
Traveler, could you pinch Paimon just to make sure she's not still dreaming?
I think I need pinching as well.
Pinching, you say? Well, I can help with that. Although you'll have to get a little closer. My arms are rather short.
It's like Bearable.
That's alright. We just need a minute to collect ourselves. Okay, let's think things through.
By Bearable, I mean the words, not the voice. The voice is completely different, but what he is saying is more like what Bearable would say.
We know for sure this isn't the world we're familiar with. The talking paper animals and all the paper trees and plants make that pretty clear.
The hero from another world, supported by their companions, shall restore peace to the world. That is what the prophecy says.
A prophecy, this word. Now, okay, it's usually foreshadowing what we will be seeing in the next season. Let's say that way. And this seems like we will be acknowledged as the hero, as we will probably get to know just right away out of this. We will get to know much more about the prophecy. It seems like Mahoike knows a lot about the prophecy, or something mystical is going there. But I think, this will be a different prophecy. But as we know, that these fluctuate as well. Like it's cyclical. So it's as Remuria was, there was with Fontaine. And these cataclysmic events occur again. So to save the world, even though we did a few times, but as I said, we kinda really are the witness. So there's no it doesn't seem like that much of a proof. If we weren't there, then that wouldn't have, those things wouldn't have happened the same way. You know, eventually. Kinda everything we were participating, not being the main thing about it. Which is cool. But maybe because our time will come.
Dearie me, I completely forgot to introduce you to this world, didn't I?
To this world.
And here I am getting all excited by the arrival of the hero. You'll have to excuse me. This old brain isn't what it once was. All shell and no nut.
So if I see double meaning everywhere. Like introduce you to this world. Like how like a Paimon or the primordial one. More like. So whoever summoned us didn't even tell us about the world or what happened. But we were more important. Our rival was more important. You know. So now we realize what it is, but it's like apologizing for the convoluted storytelling. That's what I see. So I see this applies for Tebot as well.
Well, perhaps my once glossy paper has faded past the point of no return.
Even this. If Paimon is the primordial one, or even if not, so if Almond would be the primordial one, then this would be like, okay, the torch needs to be passed on. But it matters a lot who it will be passed on to. And maybe that's... But at the point of no return, so I am guessing that the primordial one is sick. That she's alive but sick. Probably unaware, probably dreaming, probably in a samsara and whatnot, and probably that samsara is Tevat and all this. But it could mean so many things. So I'm not going in there that assuming that the unborn dragon is living already inside the world that will be created for him, for it. But probably a she, of course. Like, why not? But that's actually such a cool idea. But I did not think about that until now at all. I just realized that's the option, and it would be so cool that we would be able to actually talk to the creature that we want to save, but we have to save because otherwise the world wouldn't be saved. But it will have its own opinion, which we see again reflected in Alinas. And Alinas does the exact same thing. Oh shit, this game is so fucking mind-blowing.
Hey, really? Just tell us all about this world now.
Let me think. Where should I even begin? Pretty much forgotten everything that happened in the past. Right. I believe the story circulating along the pulp of this forest goes as follows. A long time ago, 3 goddesses created this world and named it Simulanka.
3 goddesses. There were 4 shades, but as we kind of expect, maybe one of them died, and I think at least one of them got corrupted. One of them is Istaros. I kind of don't know if you know the other ones' names. I mean, if it was revealed, because I think it really matters. So because if Istaroth is Venti, then probably the others are in the game as well, and probably not the ones that we expect. them to be. So, for example, the Dotora is a very good candidate for that. Because he really seems like moving around these laws of Tevat. So that's something that it could be that Irminsul is not even affecting him, if he is that kind of cosmic being. Could be one of the shades. That's a stretch, but still, whatever. We'll see.
The goddess of creation, who presides over matter and magic, created the mountains and rivers and gave us life. Her powers also paved the way for Simulanka to exist in numerous worlds.
In numerous worlds. So this affects multiple dimensions. Again, double meaning. So hear everything as if they are talking about the goddess of creation, of course, and that's the primordial one. Mountains and rivers and gave us life. I don't think that she's the one who gave the life, but more like who preserved such life. What I think, or maybe not preserve, but save it from not being able to get born. No, not being able to not get born. You get what I mean? Like when a baby comes to life and it seems like it's dead, and then somebody comes and like smacks it a few times until it cries up, and then, you know, brings it to life, even though wasn't the one creating that life, but like helping that life to just be, because it would be so easy to get to that. So I think everything in Tevat happens like in the moment of the birth, like when the egg is shattered. You know, when like a dragon, when it develops, it will break the shell from the inside. Now, what if the dragon is developed for a while, but the egg is broken before fully developed? So it's like an incubation time comes to save the comatose baby dragon inside the egg, and that is inside the body of the embryo, not embryo, but basically the baby dragon, the unborn baby dragon. There is this life that it has to like bloom, so the dragon would survive, because otherwise, if the abyss gets over it, then the dragon will die, and the world will not get be made that is building inside the dragon. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing, and that's because Epep. So if there wasn't that story with Epep, I wouldn't make this connection. But the egg, the dragon, and why the dragons are so important, because they are like the authority. They are like the original powers of this this world. Why? And why was it so dark and when the primordial one arrived, why was it so dark and like barren and dangerous? But it was still kind of it was still told us in a way as if it was like a paradise, like if it was the ancient pure origin, you know. And also there is the primordial water, which is probably coming from the primordial one, I guess. Maybe it was already revealed. Coming from the primordial one, so it will like create other kind of lives, and then there were plans with it. Then those plans have changed a little bit with like with Iluvatar and then in the Silmarillion, and how the elves were and the dwarves were made. Like there was always a plan. So we will see. Kinda, there has to be a Melkor to this world. Okay, I'm always digressing, but like this is the best part when I'm streaming. This is what I enjoy, because I'm thinking out loud, and because I'm thinking out loud, and I have more connections in my thoughts, because so I think about so many things, but I realize so much more and so in much less time when I'm streaming and thinking about this. Okay. What the? I just got a message. Sorry. Curiosity. All right. No! What the? Sorry about that. Ugh. That was like fucking my ear. Probably yours as well.
After the goddess of creation came the goddess of prophecy, with dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. She induced the sky to spin and the earth to move. Even to this day, her statue still stands tall at the highest point of Constellation Metropole.
Okay. After the primordial one came the second who came with dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. It's probably the heavenly principles. Still not confirmed, but it's so much. It seems like a heavenly principles. Dominion over the stars. Now the stars are those visions, what I'm saying, the fates that are reincarnated. So it's her doing. She induced the sky to spin and the earth to move. Even so it I kind of think that when the eggshell was broken, that is where the endeavors for life have started. And because so that would be the beginning. That would be the start of the struggles until that its development. But it's interesting because that raises questions that I don't think that they would necessarily want to get into about, you know, abortion questions. So even to this day, her statue still stands tall at the highest point of Constellation Metropole, which is probably the even to this day her citadel, let's say, like Celestia, stands tall at the highest point behind the eggshell. Now the Constellation Metropole, now this might be a spoiler for us. I mean, that way that or a foreshadowing in that way that if it's going to be a playable character, then definitely would. Even if not the playable character, then they might have a constellation because of visions. What? Not even visions, because visions are like certain type of constellations, but without visions, constellations, also known as fates, destinies, ambitions, motivations, like passion of life itself, is it could be connected to characters without visions. So it's the constellation is the main thing. The vision could be like the connection to the constellations, probably, because the constellations are up in the sky. The visions are the connections, where and also probably where they are preserved until they are summoned again. Very interesting way to see it. But I'm thinking more about this one, that she induced the sky to spin. So that before the second came, but before the second who came, the primordial one already had a war with the dragons for the authority. So we're after that when the second came. Came. And so the first thing wasn't because of saving the world, unless the unless the danger was already there, and the second who came just like maybe the second who came did shatter the eggshell, and then we were kind of like escape. The primordial one was like saving the egg, and then making a run for it and hide and try to save it. But that, as I'm saying, it's like a comatose state, and through dreams and samsaras and whatnot, we are in that moment of the survival, and maybe the second who came found us and like attacked us in that state, which is also happening inside the world, the inside world, the Tebot. But they are outside of the shell, so we know that the citadel, the Celestia, is outside of the shell.
The final goddess was the goddess of fate, she who reigns over all treasured tales and dearest wishes. She bestowed upon us the fierce and everlasting feelings of love and hate, and showed us the meaning of death and hope.
Okay. As we guess, I mean, as Nahida guessed, the second who came was the first descendant. So this might be the second or the third descendant. Maybe we will get, we will be able to know more about the third descendant, and that's why this comes up, and then that would make sense. But then this is like a kind of like the third who came. You know what I'm saying? So this is not one of the shades. This is not the primordial one, and not the heavenly principles. The goddess of fate. And she could be still down here. But this might be a revelation. She might be not even a descendant. A descendant. Oh, I'm mixing up words. Descender. Might not be. Well, might be not. She bestowed upon us the fierce and everlasting feelings of love and hate, and showed us the meaning of death and hope. So we did not get life, but we did get a meaning for life. It sounds like Egeria, by the way. I cannot say not. Okay, let's continue.
Whoa, they all seem super impressive. Sounds like they really did a lot.
But yeah.
Of course. All new residents of Similanka come to the forest to thank the goddess of creation for founding this world, and travel to Constellation Metropole to witness the divinations of the goddess of prophecy's numerous oracles. After that, they make their way to the end of the world and tell the goddess of fate about their most cherished dreams. Well, at least that's how it used to be.
After that, they make their way to the end of the world and tell the goddess of fate about their most cherished dreams. At least that's how it used to be. So after ascending, you know, when Allogenes finish their thing, they are ascending to Celestia, tell the goddess of fate, you know, the one who loves them a lot, which is actually, by description, this could be the Tsaritsa, and it could be very much that the Tsaritsa has her memories changed, because she changed a lot, as we know, at the Cataclysm. Everybody knows that she changed, so it could be that her mind was like wiped or rewritten or whatnot, and she would need to know what actually happened from one of the books. You know, that would like this might be the story that somehow we need to find a book that we show to her, and then she will realize what the fuck, and then she will be like, oh, I am that really strong and like lost motherfucker who can get to the toes to the heavenly principles. And then we get to into war against her, first with reviving Caria. And you know, probably at that point, maybe trying to get our sibling to our side, which we probably will not be able to do, because he's already too obsessed. And down in Caria, when we realize that we are from there, we were born there, we were always part of this, because like maybe we are the dragon. Ah, that would, okay. But it could be, you know. It's a fantastic story, but it could be. But the thing is, with this, that they were ascending and they were like staying there until the next cycle, where they were descending the visions to their next allogenes. So the history will kind of repeat itself with a different setting, and I think that the question is that which setting will survive, because we know that this will be the last one. I think because there's like a limit how long this state can be maintained. Okay. But at least that's how it used to be. But now probably the goddess of fate is missing. It could be that if the goddess of fate is missing, and maybe the primordial one is not missing, just like in a coma, together with the egg, of course. What I mean, like protecting the egg with her coma-ish thing. Then the goddess of fate could be inside the samsara itself, not even knowing about her role. But right next to the dragon, that okay, okay. I'm trying to put to make it cohesive, to make it make sense what I'm thinking, but I could be so lost in somewhere else. I still think that this is the egg reference. That I wanted to reference the YouTuber who gave me the, not the actual idea we knew about it, but there was this story about this anime, I think in the 80s or 90s, early 90s, and he was the one who realized that one, that there is this story about the girl who wanted to save the egg, and there was this guy who betrayed. So there was a betrayal at least, and he destroyed the egg. And the girl was keeping the egg alive somehow. So that's the origin of that part. But that is proven to be like people who worked on that anime are actually working on Genshin Impact. So it's not a stretch.
How it used to be? Did something bad happen?
You mentioned something about restoring peace to this world.
Oh, yeah. That has to do with the hero you're waiting for, right?
Yes, this old brain of mine may have forgotten many things, but I will never forget the day the evil dragon descended upon our forest.
Oh, there was an evil dragon. I mean, Durin or Nibelung? I don't know.
It came down from the skies in an ominous black mist and ravaged our homeland. Its gigantic footprints can still be seen in the kingdom of breezes and bells. We're incredibly fortunate that no one was hurt.
Huh. So the plan was interrupted. The thing how the cycles were working, it was interrupted by the dragon. At this point, I think it's Nibelung. But the thing is that did it turn things for the better, or things have to get back to the right track?
Sounds terrifying.
The terror doesn't stop there, I'm afraid. Ever since the attack, the Calligraphy Tavern in the forest has been closed. No one knows why, but it's a catastrophe of the highest order for us, forest dwellers.
Ever since the attack, the Karia has been closed. No one knows why, but it is a catastrophe of the highest order for us forest dwellers, Sumeru, and like everybody.
A catastrophe of the highest order? All because a tavern closed? If we were talking about Mondstadt here, Paimon might understand, but is it really all that serious?
Good goddess of creation above, we'd take even the greatest flood over the closure of the tavern. Wet paper will dry out with time. Fallen trees can be restored. But the Calligraphy Tavern is the only source of the magic tonic that sustains all creatures in the forest.
Okay, maybe not Karia. But maybe. Wet paper will dry out in time. So the thing is that time will heal here. So many things that can be like repaired. It's the only source of the magic tonic that sustains all creatures in the forest. But the blank is the only source of life. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Now this could change things, if that's what I'm thinking, because if the calligraphy tavern is something that is now engulfed by the abyss, but basically the abyss now, and because the primordial water is now in the abyss together with the abyss, so it's like mixed all together. But it probably wasn't, so it's probably like engulfed by the abyss. So without the abyss, it would probably be just like creating life, but now it's like demanding life back, and like a almost like toxic thing in some ways. But maybe that source, maybe the abyss, the Tawad has to be cleansed from the abyss, and that's how this entire war is going on. Because the abyss being in this corruption that keeps, yeah, that makes sense. That keeps Tawad from healing, like the dragon from healing. So that war right there, a disease, and like a fatal wound.
Magic what?
Magic tonic. It was gifted to the forest by the goddess of creation herself. A special potion that helps us maintain our vitality.
What happens if you stop drinking it?
Well, our bodies will gradually crumple and become brittle until they eventually disintegrate entirely. Our colors will fade and we'll start to lose our memory until we can't even remember our own names.
I mean, you are pretty faded.
But wait, Grandpa Almond, does that mean you've already...
Oh, I'm afraid so. The color has all but completely faded from my paper. To be honest, all I really remember is that I'm supposed to wait here for the hero of prophecy. But I've already forgotten who gave me that order to begin with.
Huh.
Then we've got to act fast!
Oh.
Let me help!
Okay, I jumped over it, so already forgotten who gave it. Memory wiped. So the memory rewritten, but that part somehow maintained, somehow brought back. That the hero of the prophecy has to be guided, has to be like paid attention to, which is us. We arrive. I mean, we consider ourselves as the heroes who arrive. That's more like it. Maybe we don't know this character yet.
Oh, brave pixie. May the goddess of fate reward you and your friend for your kindness. Could it be you're the heroes I've been waiting for all along?
Probably.
Not sure how we know that. Plus, we can't even remember how we got here, so it's not looking too promising.
So yeah, that could be that they are waiting for the hero and they are expecting, and we like, and that's very much a very good story for the traveler, because that makes sense that what we were doing in other nations, that we get to this fame. We already arrived to Fontaine, like they knew about us, so we were like big shot. So we arrive here, and like everybody, there would be a prophecy here, and then they would be like, okay, here, and here's the hero. Here's the prophecy. Definitely, he is the hero of the prophecy. Then we are getting saved and whatnot, and we are not that. And we are not that because we are just a witness. We are not the freaking heroes. That would be so fucking cool. Okay, we were just following the road and the pier. We are trying to find a way back to our world.
This is turning out to be quite the conundrum for old Almond Brain here. The prophecy never mentioned anything like that.
Yeah, and we were not saying anything because we are trying to get back to our world. You know, I mean, as Lumion.
For now, why don't you come with me to the Hut of Blessings? Our forest fairy lives there. Maybe she'll know what to do.
Okay,
Oh, a
but
forest
this was
fairy? Like one that knows magic?
this was so double meaning that it hurts kinda, and they are like dragging under our noses the entire story. They are like, you know, it's here. It's just a little bit more, just like 1 or 2 years left, you know.
Oh, you betcha. She's prophesized to join the hero on their journey.
Okay, so that's probably going to be the first character that we meet, and then we get to
Well, then
the big
she
shot.
sounds like exactly the kind of person we need. Please lead the way, Grandpa Almond.
Okay, after more than an hour, we're over the introductions.
That meadow over there looks pretty strange.
That's what the Calligraphy Tavern looks like. Now it's lost all of its color.
Whoa. What happens if I get close to a place where there is no color? Nothing. Oh, we can die in this. Wait, who's blocked the exit? It's so dark. Phew, we finally made it out. Huh, that was it. Okay. I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of funny stuff like that. So, I'm really going to get lost in philosophy and psychology like usually. It's more like I'm not trying to get lost in exploring as I'm like lost in picking up all these freaking flowers. That wasn't that important, I admit. But I still see too. Freaking completionist in me. Okay, so we need to get up there. But first... my curiosity. Okay. Huh?
What a pleasant surprise. Truly an extra slice of joy.
Is it something that needs to be still done, or that's like the end of... Huh? Interesting. The next lotus leaf. What the? Paper frogs live in a rain song pond and are adept jumpers. Press the interact button to pull the magic thread on its back and use movement to modify the frog's jump direction and distance. Press the attack button while pulling on the magic thread to make the paper frog jump forth. Okay. When the pulling distance exceeds the magic thread's maximum limit, the paper frog will automatically jump forth. Ah. So that one wanted? What did you want? You're looking at this so much that... What? Huh? Okay. Guide me as I adjust the water spout. I don't want to explore. We're about to miss the window to perform. But we can't pass through this water spout. Okay. Feels like we'll be there soon. But oh, okay. Okay. Eh. It's kinda not the mo- like most flowing gameplay ever. What the? Wait. So if I do this. Yep. There you go. Basically, you first. Then you down. Oh, so this is the goal to get to. I see. There it is. The band is ready. The paper for core will perform sequentially according to the rhythm. Direct the rightmost froggy to jump at the just right moment. There may be song and dance accompanying the performance. Remember to follow the accompanying rhythm too.
Take it. Go on. You have my approval.
That's a new puzzle. I'm not gonna get into that. Nope. Nope. Let's get back to. Oh, so many things. But we're missing one here. So I kinda don't know. Oh? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. That's what I wanted. Healing. But it happened. Whatever, this is done. Yay.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Okay, story. What the hex is that? Huh. We will get to know so much about the lore. I mean, in Natlan. I hope. I mean, it's about time.
If you could just wait a moment, the fairy should be.
Should be.
Traveler, Paimon!
Oh, hi.
Paimon knows that voice.
That's Nilu.
It's really you! I'm so happy to see you!
Yep, same here. Maybe calm down a bit first.
Sorry.
So Nilu is the forest fairy? Wow, you certainly look the part.
I mean, we know that. I mean, the not fairy, the Sealy goddess. Your outfit is lovely. It's perfect for you.
Thank you. To be honest, I'm still getting used to it. It's the weirdest thing. I remember I was reading a book at the Grand Bazaar, and then I guess I must have fallen asleep at some point because, well, then I woke up dressed like this. And in my dream, someone spoke to me. They said, "You are the fairy of the Forest of Blessings. Now go, save the forest with your magic."
Hey, this is
At
our
first,
forest to
I
save.
thought this whole world was just part of the dream. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to wake up. I couldn't find anyone I knew from the real world either.
Okay, so for now, others are just appearing here as well. But okay, for one side it's lazy writing, on the other side it's actually what is happening in Tawat with the Allogenes.
Sounds similar to what happened with us. We also have no idea how we got here.
Anyway, sorry for my reaction back there. I got a bit too excited when I saw you two.
It's okay, we totally understand. We were looking for a way out too. At least we know we're not alone.
Oh, blessed be the goddess of fate above. You're already friends with the fairy of the forest.
Grandpa Almond, thank you so much for bringing my friends here. Could you let the others know I'm coming? I'll head over right away.
Of course, leave it to me. Hey ho, pistachio. Today truly is a blessed day.
Wow, Nilu, looks like you made short work of getting to know the locals.
Well, when I arrived here yesterday, Grandpa Almond told me all about the state of this world. Since they think of me as their forest fairy, I just felt like I had to try to help them.
Oh, so you mean like using some kind of forest magic to repair the tavern?
Unfortunately, I don't know how to use the magic of this world. I tried using my vision, but it doesn't seem to work here.
Huh. The world has its own laws.
If the books stored in this hut are anything to go by, this seems to be the place where the goddess of creation first made the townspeople of this forest.
What? If so, everything what I said that this like mirrors the main story. If we will see like the anvil of creation or anything like that, but maybe something even more serious, like you know, like a cauldron where life is made or something like that, like a giant one, of course, hopefully. Then it would mean that we will see in Atlant the place where life was created, which would be cool.
She folded the pages of books into small origami animals, gave them life with her magic, and with time, that's how the Forest of Blessings took shape.
Maybe one of the books here could teach us how to use magic.
I read them all, but only found one reference to magic. The incantation, abracadabra, means to create what I say. This is a world made up of words, where fantastical powers can be wielded by all.
Magically created world, I get it.
Okay, so basically everyone in this world can use magic? That's nice, but still kind of vague.
Yeah, from the other books I read, it seems like this goddess really likes to play fast and loose with the details.
So, what should we do now? Didn't you say you were going somewhere, Nilu?
Oh, yes. I was going to help some of the other residents of the forest. They've been busy making preparations to reopen the tavern, so I thought I could help out.
Got it! Guess we should just focus on what we can do for now.
This whole thing is making me pretty nervous, actually. It's like I've been pushed on stage without being taught the choreography. Since I'm already wearing the costume, though, I might as well try to play the part. It's what a professional dancer would do. And who knows? Maybe I'll find my own magic along the way. All I can do is try, right?
At least you're optimistic.
We'll be there to cheer you on, too.
Thank you. Then let's go.
Now, I mean, I definitely like her outfit better. This one, much. I mean, the other one is not bad. It's just it misses me. It just misses me a little bit. It just kind of. She's cute, but I feel already more connected to her, like with this outfit. And her personality even feels more real. Okay, border of flurry, but summertime. Okay. Okay, so that's the same thing. It's just is this opened or not? All right, so it seems like it's 3 chapters, and probably like an epilogue. Wait, what? Do I want to? It's not the. I can. I mean, what have I done?
Look, the forest fairy is here, and she brought her companions. Grandpa Almond was right. They do look promising.
Yay!
Hello there, everyone. I heard you were working on the piping for the calligraphy tavern. Is there anything we can do to help?
She could be the goddess of fate. Okay, so hello there. I heard you were working at is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, we wouldn't dream of troubling you with our petty problems, my lady. Don't you worry. We have it all under control.
You sure about that? Because from where Paimon's floating, the piping is looking pretty chaotic.
Yes. We have my careless friend to thank for that. He promised we could leave the pipe connecting to him, and, well, the results speak for themselves.
Hey, I just wanted to inspect each pipe. This is the network the magic tonic has to flow through. I was just trying to be thorough, so I disassembled the whole thing.
Yeah, and now you've forgotten how to put the thing back together. Have you been eating too many nuts again? 'Cause you are what you eat.
Please don't fight. I know everyone wants the tavern to reopen as soon as possible so that the forest can return to normal. So, why don't you let us help out?
Yeah, we're here anyway, so we might as well be helpful. We just need to reassemble these pipes, right?
Well, if you're offering... Basically, the pipes need to be connected properly to allow the magic tonic to flow through. If you put the wrong pipe in the wrong place, the tonic will get stuck halfway.
Yeah.
Attention to detail is key.
Yeah, it will be easy as fuck.
Says the guy who messed up the whole thing in the first place.
So there will be mini games like this. Oh, it doesn't even need to be like. Well, dude. Yeah, you know this is stupid. I mean, there are more than this that is stupid. That let the magic tonic flow. Come on. Okay. There it was.
Oh, amazing! You did it!
Yeah, I did it.
Tonic will flow into
I
everyone's
did
pipes
it.
without getting stuck, right? Oh, gotta say though, Paimon is starting to get pretty curious about this magic tonic. Could she have a teeny tiny sip? Just a little taste, please?
Paimon, stop being greedy. Actually, I'm more like an. This is getting focused on this magic tonic thing, which is definitely the primordial water. What would it be doing in Natlan? If life was created there, then it definitely makes sense that it is there. Maybe. Holy, if that would be the case, but it's my imagination, not the thing. Maybe that is why it's cyclical and like reincarnation is happening through the visions and whatnot, and that's why like a history repeats itself in that way, because we are preserved, like, from dying, because it can new, like a new life cannot be created that way, that like a not procrastination, like procreation, even like with how it is with Fontanians. I mean, not like a new life, more new life than what it already is. So that's like how people are reborn, and maybe that's why it is so dangerous to have what the okay. That's why it could be so dangerous to have more population to Tewat. That's why it could be like fatal to Tewat that Fontaine's population became real, and that they did not dissolve. Because maybe the egg cannot contain more, and that's why. So new life cannot be created because and we will see maybe the cauldron or something similar in Atlan that would require the primordial water, but it cannot use the primordial water because it's infected by the abyss. So life cannot be created with that kind of water. So that's how we are stuck in this state, in these cycles, until that somehow changes, probably. Which has to change probably in this one, because this one is the last one. Samsara. I'm still talking about cycles. So Samsara is like it's the same thing. Okay. But we are telling Paimon, stop being greedy. Hey, Primordial One. You have enough. Stop being greedy.
It's not greed, it's curiosity.
Well, if it's really just one sip, I guess that would be fine.
Just be careful. This is one of the last cups left in the entire forest. We're supposed to save it for our research.
Could this be like the... Who knows?
Just a sip, promise. Okay, here goes. We won't. What was that? Oh, it's sticking to Paimon's tongue. Wait, is this just regular ink?
Ink and paper, huh?
Hey, does that mean what the legend says is true? The goddess of fate used ink to compose her stories on paper, and the goddess of creation used her power to bring those tales to life.
Yeah? So the goddess of fate used ink, but ink probably is something else again. It's a... But ink is used as not just stories, but you know, for chronicles to record history. So the goddess of fate used ink, like in Ermaso or anything, to protect the history, which is probably corrupt as well at some extent. But also on all these books that we are collecting. And the goddess of creation, the primordial one, used her power to bring those tales to life. As at the end, as I'm saying that Tewat and the way that we decide, basically, will be born for the dragon itself that it is inside. So that's how it brings those tales that we are like witnessing those tales to life, so that will be the reality. And that's why the primordial one has to be here. But maybe the goddess of fate, maybe it's us. Then we are not the dragon. We still can be the dragon.
No wonder the tavern is so important to the forest.
As we are getting back all our authority, maybe? Yeah, kind of. All our powers. It's so important, the forest.
Maybe the fading disorder occurs when the ink within the body dries up. That would explain why the beings here are forgetting their own stories.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Fading disorder could be the abyss.
I'm not really sure I can really wrap my head around this conversation, but there's no need to get all worked up on our behalf, my lady. With the pipe installed, I'm sure the tavern will be up and running in no time.
What do you mean, can't wrap your head around it? The fairy is recounting the story of how the goddesses gave us life. In fact, I've seen the goddess of creation with my own eyes.
Oh, really?
Really?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way you're old enough to have met her. We're the same age, and I think I would know considering we went to tell our wishes to the goddess of fate together. So stop talking a load of paper mache.
Huh. So they went to the goddess of fate together.
Oh, fine. It was my grandfather, all right? He was the one that saw her.
So the ones who are here in this samsara, they could not have met the primordial one, but they could meet the goddess of fate, whoever that is. And they kinda said that they did, not just could, they did. But the grandfather, then it kind of means the 2 generations, not even the father, the 2 generations ago, which I would see that like 2 samsara ago. So in the second samsara. That might have been the one with King Dashret. I think the first was Remuria, the second was King Dashret, the third was... What was the third one? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, was the one that saw her.
He said that one day after he finished work, he saw the goddess of creation grant us life with his own eyes.
But also, if I'm not correct, and it was Remuria, the second one, then it could be that Egeria was mistaken to be the goddess of creation.
In her hands, she held the very paper used to form our bodies. She whispered something into the pages, and then suddenly a paper frog was born, ready to leap into the world. Oh, it was spectacular.
Cut the theatrics, will you? You weren't even there.
Wait, so that's it? Paimon thought creation magic would have a little bit more pizzazz.
Pizzazz. I mean, not just one pizza, pizzazz.
Oh, so in your world, the creation of life is a much showier affair? Huh, I'm learning something new every day.
I mean, takes a while.
Well, that's not exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
Magic doesn't have to be spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough out of you. All your boasting is confusing our kind fairy.
But the thing is that she was dwelling on the thought that magic doesn't have to be spectacular. Why?
Oh, no, it's all right. I actually think I understand the magic of this world a bit better now. Thank you.
The honor was all ours, milady.
Traveler, Paimon, we should make our way to the next location.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Let's wait. There is something somewhere there. Oh, no exploring. As if. Oh, Paimon will shout at us. There, that will help us. I mean, I could have teleported. Whatevs. Tish. Hey, froggies.
Oh, Stream! Your rhythm is off again! At this rate, it doesn't even matter if the tavern reopens. The band's not even going to get any gigs!
I'm sorry.
Hello there. I hope we aren't interrupting your rehearsal.
Wait, these are the two frogs we saw on the road a little while ago.
Ah, the forest fairy is here! For the love of Lotus Leaves and Dewdrop Stream, you've really gotta put in some effort now.
Hehehe.
But I...
Oh, don't pressure yourselves on my account. Are you rehearsing for a show?
Sure are. You see, our group regularly performs for guests at the tavern. We've been out of work for quite some time, with the closure and all, but after hearing of the fairy's arrival yesterday, we figured we needed to get in performance shape right away.
I don't see the double meaning here. I'm trying to figure out what, but I'm probably missing the main details.
I understand how you feel. Back at the Grand Bazaar, Zubair Theater's always busy with rehearsals too.
The Grand Bazaar? Do people there sing on Lotus Leaves as well?
Yeah, they do. And it's a really big one. You're the conductor of your group, aren't you? You remind me of Mr. Zubair.
Ah, then he must be an ambitious director. One who would do anything to avoid disappointing a single member of the audience. It's just...
Is there anything we can do to help you, Mr. Stream?
Oh, no. My problems are mine and mine alone. It's just... after the tavern closed, I somehow forgot how to sing. I'm always a few beats behind everyone else, and I keep singing out of key.
I just realized what bothers me kind of about these frogs, and even that their character is 3D, and they don't have this shade effect, so it's. Huh.
You were our trump card, our best singer by a mile.
I know, but...
So he is a victim of the fading disorder too?
Don't be sad, Mr. Stream. Whenever I've forgotten important dance steps in the past, my friends at the Grand Bazaar always stick by my side to encourage me.
So the abyss would be the fading disorder, and it's causing memory loss, and it's and the abyss is working on getting and already getting the loom of fate, which can affect memories. And I think they can only so can it was told that new routes cannot be added and existing ones cannot be rewritten. I mean, we know that it can, but some maybe with the Loom of Fate or something. So it seems like they are trying to create a new new memory life. Wait, new memory tree ish kind of thing. That would work like Irmensu, but I guess that might mean that whatever would be recorded there would get lost from Irmensu, like deleted, like not rewritten. You know, the deletion process happens and at one place and when the other happens. So that way, the Abyss would have like these not real copies, these corrupted ones, and like destroying everything in Tevat. Like rotting, like erosion is what we're actually talking about. So whenever I forget an important dance steps in the past, my friends at the grandpas are always stick by my side to encourage me.
They smile and patiently tell me everything's going to be okay. Then they play the melody for me over and over until the steps finally come back to me. Now it's our turn to help you.
We just need to help you remember how to sing, right? The Traveler's got a great sense of rhythm. We can help keep you in time.
We just need to help you remember how to sing. We just have to show you the book that will reveal your memories.
Well, what do you say, Stream? I think it's a great idea. Just focus on the lyrics, and the fairy's friends will help you stay on beat.
Are you sure? This is really asking a lot.
Don't worry about it, Mr. Stream. It'll all be worth it when the tavern reopens and we finally have the chance to hear your marvelous singing voice.
All right then. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, then once you're ready. But what do we need to do with these guys? Path of flip, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't know what I could have done.
Excellent! Perfectly in time. Oh, no good. Your rhythm is off again.
I don't know. After a while, I was just like pressing it in every second.
Goddesses above, this better stick when it comes to the performance. Just do it exactly like how we rehearsed.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to you, my voice is once again as clear as a flowing stream.
Glad to hear
Really?
that you're feeling better, Mr. Stream. It's also about time for us to go to our next destination.
We'll be looking forward to your performance at the tavern.
We've got one final stop. Let's go.
Impressive bounty.
I kind of feel like how this will be the quest line. I mean, it would make sense.
Oh, my dear Citrus. Please tell me you're joking. We can't have you out of commission with the tavern about to reopen.
I'm sorry, Grandpa Almond. It's the truth. I was just too excited for the reopening and must have fallen asleep in an awkward position.
Grandpa Almond, we're here to help.
Oh, hazelnuts on high. You could not have come at a better time. Please allow me to introduce you. This is the bartender of the Calligraphy Tavern, Miss Citrus.
Oh, she's so tall.
Miss Citrus is supposed to add all kinds of delicious fruits to the magic tonic. Her additions are what turn it into the finest brew in the land. She's indispensable to the operation of the tavern.
And there it is, if it mirrors. What I was saying is that somehow the magic tonic cannot be blah blah blah. Miss Citrus is supposed to add all kinds of delicious fruits to the magic tonic, but she's like unable to work now, so the magic tonic has stopped. The delicious fruits is the question. Her additions are what turn it into the finest brew in the land. She's indispensable. The additions could be like the fruits could be the visions.
I appreciate the kind words, Grandpa Almond, but my neck.
My back. My back.
Terrible timing. Getting a kink in my neck at a time like this? Could you give my tail a little twist? That should help free up the movement in my neck. I would do it myself, but I can't reach my own, and Grandpa Almond is too old and as light as a feather.
Huh.
The neck and tail are connected?
Of course they're connected. Just like how you can't have a rainbow without rain. Anyway, you just need to position me at the right height to pick the fruits. And then put them in the barrel over there.
Alright. Press the interact button to pull the magic threads and remember the alpaca back on a helper. While connected, you can move to just connect the height of the paper alpaca and the direction she is facing. While connected, press the attack button to the correct position. Okay.
This doesn't seem quite right.
Ah, I got it. Okay. Nope. Could oh. I guess that was the end of it.
Perfect. My neck feels much better.
I mean, that was interesting.
So there really is some kind of connection between your neck and tail.
Thank you so much, everyone. I can rest easy now, knowing the drinks at the tavern will be just as wonderful as before.
That's another problem solved!
Yeah. Alright.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Well, back to the Heart of Blessings. What do you mean?
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Enter the chest just as you should. You should be good. There you are. I mean, we're done with it. Alright, you're weird. What? Okay. Wait, all together this many? Oh, this map will be much bigger. Okay. The flying squirrels in the Kingdom of Breezes and Bass are adept flyers. Get close and use the interact button to work together with them and direct them through the garlands. Holding the attack button while in joint cooperation will display the flight path. Release the attack button and the flying squirrel will attempt to pass through the garland along the path you indicated. The flying squirrel will immediately turn back after reaching the end of its flying path. They will only stop in midair and wait your use of the attack button to submit them back after they have hit flower balls. The fuck? Not yet. I have other plans to do. What? Why return when it feels like I haven't been here? But okay, I actually was. I thought that this place was much lower. Somewhere.
Well, since we've taken care of most of the tasks, all we need to do now is reopen the tavern.
But we still don't know how to use the magic of this world. We don't even know why the tavern closed in the first place.
Huh.
Oh, what about the method that one hamster mentioned? You should try it, Nilu.
You mean the creation magic his grandfather saw outside the Hut of Blessings? I wonder. How exactly did the goddess of creation give them life?
Mirroring. So as there were problems appearing, the people who were populating the life decided that populating the what decided that they tried to replicate what the goddess of creation was doing. Like there he is, his grandfather. So outside.
Maybe you don't need to understand it. Just give it a try.
Huh.
Everyone here calls you the Forest Fairy. Maybe you have the magic powers already and you just don't know it.
Again. As you know, with the allergens, they do have the magic powers already. They just don't know it yet. So it's like their fate is just reappearing. It's just they don't know about it. It feels like it's their decisions. It's their story. We're just witnessing the whole thing. It's very much like the Animus machine in the, I think, in the Assassin's Creed at the beginning. That we are like there as if we are interacting, but no, we are just like witnessing. Really. And just think that we are doing. We see the whole thing and then we just have to make the decision based on all this. Like the way like this entire thing, if this is implemented in our brain by the loom of fate, the way how Caribert was implementing memories into the into the villagers and the village people. Yeah, I said village people. Okay, so if the Loom of Fate is much bigger and much more powerful, then it's able to do it. And we are not actually there when this is happening, but we will be like realizing that we remember this, that the Loom of Fate shows us these memories as reality. Maybe we are the ones who will get the book shown, because we will have to realize who we are, because we don't have memories. We lost our memories. We have false memories, but Ermin's cannot affect us, so the Loom of Fate is needed for our memories to get released. And maybe that's what our sibling will do. Eventually, maybe it could be like a last good deed, redemption. Oh, I'm so lost. This is brainstorming. But I think I have good ideas here. Really, hidden in this chaos. Nobody will understand it who doesn't know the hidden lore of the Genshin. Hidden is like exaggeration, but whatever. But the thing is that everyone here calls you the Forest Fairy, so that the goddess of Seelie, the Seelie goddess. So if Nilu is actually the Seelie goddess reborn, like reincarnated, she might have the powers, she just don't know it, and then this is all about it. The whole thing. And maybe someone will tell that to Paimon at one point, that you float around like a fairy, maybe you have the magic powers already, you just don't know it.
In other words, this forest is a stage, and all I need to do is step out into the spotlight? Sounds just like a fairy tale.
All I need to do is step out into the spotlight? And Paimon doesn't believe it that she should do it, because she's okay, she's narcissistic, but a humble one.
Well, we are surrounded by talking origami animals and magic potions after all. Almost seems like anything's possible in this place.
You're right, Paimon. We won't know anything unless we try. In that case, let's see. This is how you do it, right? I think I got the folds right.
Whoa, your origami skills are great!
I once saw one of our prop people making something similar. It looked really cool, so I took some time during my break to learn the basics. It's not a bad way to stave off sleepiness either.
I'm curious what will happen with it.
Well, how
Happen
do
to
you
it.
feel? Sense any, magical powers flowing through you?
No.
No? What are we missing?
Maybe she doesn't have magic. Aren't you supposed to say some magic words? Abracadabra.
Magic words? But how am I supposed to know what the goddess said to bring them to life?
It doesn't matter what she said. Focus on what you want to say.
Oh, good point! You're the forest fairy, Nilu!
But we know,
What do you say to the new resident of your domain?
we know that abracadabra was what she said. Nilo picks up the hamster and kisses it gently on the forehead.
I bestow upon you the blessings of the forest and offer you a home in this land.
Huh.
Your name shall be Harisara. May you bloom in this world as beautifully as the flower I love.
Huh.
My name is Harisara.
Holy. That's cute.
my shell and call me a nut. I never imagined I'd witness such a miracle at my age. It's just like what the stories said about the goddess of creation.
Shell? Miracle?
Nice to
Shell?
meet you, Sarah.
Miracle?
I'm Nilu, the fairy of this forest. From this day forward, this place is now your home.
Wait a second, what was this exactly? Well, peel my shell and call me a nut. So he said, peel my shell and call me a nut, and then she said shell, miracle. And the shell here is the keyword. Maybe the miracle as well, but the shell really. Why she was picking up on that?
Hello, Fairy Nilu.
Hee.
I hope you'll grow up happily in this forest.
Grow up.
Oh, you can leave the little one with old Armand for now. Oh, this sure brings back memories. It's been such a long time since we last held a welcome ceremony. Here, Padisara. Come to Grandpa Armand.
Well, now that Nilu has mastered the goddess's magic, we should be able to reopen the tavern, right?
Grandpa Almond, could you send a few people to check the underground space beneath the tavern?
What underground space beneath the tavern? It sounds like an abyss.
Oh, of course. May I ask why?
The moment I used magic, I sensed something strange down there. I have a feeling it's connected to why the tavern had to close down.
Of course, we'll look into it right away.
Make sure you listen to Grandpa Almond, Padisara. Don't go running off on your own.
Okay. Wait. So maybe the silly goddess accidentally, maybe not her, but something maybe connected to her, or something in another cycle with the same story. But the same thing that happened that affected the abyss, but that abyss infection then somehow affected Celestia. The thing is that, was there ever a time when the Primordial One was ruling over Celestia, or was that always the Heavenly Principles? Just both of them were like behind the shells. I mean, behind the skies. And actually, were they? We don't know about the Primordial One where she was dwelling. Wait a second. I think I'm missing another. Look into it right away. So she has a feeling that that her using the magic, because she might have imitated like how delusions imitated visions. Then her magic might have been that kind of limited version that was basically Okay. So her version, her use of the magic could have triggered the abyss that would result in such an infection on Tevat, and maybe Tevat and maybe Celestia, maybe both, maybe in different times. Maybe because this happens cyclically, so that the abyss is angered for like the fourth, fifth time already. Could be. And it adds up.
Potty Sara. Listen. Running.
Interesting.
Hey, come back here, you! Wait!
Yep, that's Nilu's creation, all right. She's got so much energy. Anyway, how did you manage it, Nilu?
Well, all I did was say my wishes for her out loud. Maybe the magic is in the words themselves, just like the book said.
This place is seeming more like a fairy tale by the second.
How do you know that you are not able to do it?
I mean, we're somewhere called the Forest of Blessings, so it kind of makes sense.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks this magic suits you perfectly, Nilu.
What about the space under the tavern? What had you
When I
so
brought
concerned?
Sara to life just now, I was able to sense the magic flowing through the forest, and the flowers and trees, and inside the creatures that live here. But for some reason, there's a hollowed out space beneath the tavern where I couldn't sense anything at all.
We're back, my lady.
That was fast.
You were right. There was something under the tavern that I've never seen before. It looked transparent and gave off a clinking sound when I knocked on it.
Huh.
Transparent and clinking. Oh, I've got it!
Already?
You've got to use fairy tale logic, Paimon.
Is it an ink bottle?
That's right. An empty ink bottle, to be exact. Still remember the taste of the magic tonic you took a sip of, Paimon?
Yeah, it was ink. Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Traveler, Paimon, will you come gather some ingredients with me? I learned what we need to make the magic tonic back in the Hut of Blessings.
I learned what we need to make the magic tonic back in the Hut of Blessings. So now she's like the alpaca with the broken neck. Because she was supposed to, but maybe she was supposed to just help, and actually the goddess is the one for. I mean, it makes sense. But now it seems like Nilo is the goddess of creation. But that should be the primordial one. So maybe that's how the primordial one was in the samsara as well. It will be revealed that the primordial one is in the samsara for much longer than we expected.
Sure thing. What do we need to get?
A setting sun that never sets, a dragon that cannot fly, and a moon that only shines at night.
A setting sun that never sets, that stops time somehow. Dragon that cannot fly. And the moon that only shines at night. Every moon only shines at night. But how did we get it? Dragon that cannot fly. Now that's cruel.
Where are we supposed to find crazy things like that?
She means sunset, snapdragons and nilotpala lotuses. Oh fuck yeah.
What? How did you get that so fast?
Fairy tale logic.
Logic, huh? Lucky guess, more like.
Okay, I did not figure it out, not even closely. Okay, so everything is around. What else? Do I need to kill these guys? Yeah. Now I realize what to do.
Hey there! Haha! Watch out! That should be everything, right? What should we do now?
Yay, yay.
Let's go back to the Hut of Blessings.
Up, up, and again. Back here we are.
Just a second. I'm gonna go fetch an ink bottle from the other room.
Paimon doesn't get it. All the ingredients are super tasty, but somehow the final product turns into ink.
And also what I think that magic ink should like repaint the citizens as well.
Well, anyway, Paimon's not going anywhere near this stuff this time. Not even if you bribed her.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's see. According to the book, first you do this, then this, and then...
Mm-hmm. She's so serious now.
It's done!
Oh, this is the point where Emily should have
Wow.
appeared.
Magic sure makes everything super convenient.
Magic tonic. Wait, what? Not down there? Okay, drink it up.
Yes, this is it. This is exactly the magic tonic we need.
Grandpa Almond, could you take the concoction to the room underneath the tavern and place it next to the transparent bottle you found? I'll handle the rest.
Of course. As you command, so it shall be done.
I still get nervous at times like this. It's just like when you step on stage and you can tell that every single person's gaze is fixed right on you.
Relax, no, we're right here with you.
Thanks, you two. I can't tell you how great it is to have you by my side. Almost makes me feel like I've been blessed by the goddess of fate, too.
I mean, if you are the goddess of fate, then the blessings come from inside, you know.
Let's go. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Or maybe I'm mixing it up and, you know, she's the goddess of creation and the goddess of fate is right there in front of her. And she's actually right. Calligraphy Tavern. There, where? Say your wishes.
Forest, please heed my words and accept my blessings. May your spring of wondrous magic never run dry. And may all who call you their home lead happy, fulfilling lives.
Okay.
Fairy Nilu is amazing. Wow, it's so pretty. What a beautiful tavern.
I'm so excited to hear what other theory crafters would think about all this, because there's probably a lot of things that I don't realize, put two and two together, whatnot. Looks cool, like it's crumpled paper.
It matches the scenery of the forest perfectly. I was so surprised when it suddenly opened up like that. Just like a pop-up book.
I remember now. I remember everything. It was me. I was the one who went to the top of Constellation Metropole and witnessed the goddess's prophecy.
Okay. If the Constellation Metropole here is Celestia, the goddess prophecy.
The hero who shall save this world will descend upon the cliff of prophecy. The hero, supported by their companions, shall restore peace to this world.
So the prophecy really did have all the answers. You just forgot the first half.
That's why I was waiting near the cliff of prophecy. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. There's still some hope left for old Armand after all.
Is the Cliff of Prophecy that place with the huge mural? 'Cause that is where we woke up, but we don't remember anything about how we got there. Also, we didn't get a change of clothes like Nilu. Are we definitely the heroes?
Okay, that was cute.
If not you, then who else? You've already helped the fairy revitalize our forest. To us, that makes you heroes, prophesized or not.
That makes sense.
Alright. Either way, we're going to keep adventuring, even if it's just to figure out how we can get back to our world.
We can also help resolve any crisis along the way. We can also help resolve your dragon problem along the way.
We've beaten up plenty of dragons already, so what's one more?
As expected, the words of the goddess of prophecy always come true.
I'll come with you. It can't hurt to have a magical fairy tag along, right?
Thought you'd never ask. It would be our honor, my lady.
Heroes and fairies, dragons and new adventures. This is sounding more and more like a fairy tale by the second.
I would say your next stop should be Constellation Metropole. It's Simulanka's most prosperous city, just across the sea.
Okay.
Once you've arrived at the Astral Garden at the highest point in the city, maybe you can try seeking divine counsel from the goddess of prophecy herself.
Are you leaving, Fairy Nilu?
I'm afraid so. There are still other people who need my help. I won't go far, though, and I'll come back to visit the minute I have time to spare. So be a good girl, Patisara, and help out Grandpa Alma whenever you can, alright?
Got it. Patisara will wait here for you.
That's a good girl, Patisara. I almost forgot. If Constellation Metropole is where you're heading, you'll need to take the Maritime Express.
I mean, okay, it's not like, but it is like mother and child thing, because she created her like with no family, and probably it's not a similar life than for a human, like with all the complications, but still it's like you created this and then just okay, bye. Maybe I will see you later, but other than that, bye. You know, and gods, we imagine them doing that than not accepting them doing that. I mean, we imagine ourselves not accepting them doing that, but we just imagine. But here, this is real. You can clearly see it's happening.
I'll head to the station first thing tomorrow morning and wake up that lazy station master for you. Why don't you take a break for the rest of the day? You should savor the beautiful scenery of the forest before you go.
Alright.
Sounds great! Paimon definitely feels tired after being on the go for so long. There's a spotted...
Oh, sorry.
Sounds like someone's ready to order.
That was an accident.
Oh, well, if you're offering. Paimon will take a glass of Buell fruit tonic. But hold the tonic.
Okay, quest completed. Let's see what this all means. Fairy Tale Voyage. Oh, okay, so there's this appendix part of it. Leapfrogs, grand chorus, flying squirrels area. Move that neck, okay. Yeah, we know all that. Figurine fabrication. Okay, so we have to start these things on their own.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Okay, let's see what this is, because this seems like just a game. Welcome, honored guest. Welcome to the Forest of Blessings. Are you here for a join? Really? Dude, chill. It's still illegal in our country. Or are you here to see the Rainsong Pond jumping competition? Whatever the case may be, may you enjoy your time here. Do remember to avoid the giant dragon, who can come knocking at any time. Don't let him get in the way of your travels. Truth be told, I wanted to give him some paper models, though it might improve his mood, perhaps keep him from blowing my shelves over again. But he doesn't seem the least bit interested in listening to me, simply flying off as he pleases, just as always. Oh my, I forgot to introduce you to my masterpiece, as well as this outstanding frame. Please look over here. Have a look at this fantastic fabricator. Every paper model I've made up to this moment is inside. I've jumped across the entire world and made countless friends in my journey to craft them. For example, the flying squirrel clanch, who would often drag me into wind currents to try flying. Dewitt, who loves paper models as I do, and of course Olaf, ever the stone-faced fella. They were all generous enough to let me make paper models based off them, and that I might share these interesting toys with everyone. Alright then, grab these star sale coins, consider them a welcome gift, then stuff them into the fabricator and finally turn this handle. Let's see what dewdrops shall bring you today. Once you use these coins up though, you have to find a way to get some more on your own. If you want to continue turning the fabricator handle, that is. As to just how to get more, well, you can ask those good friends of mine. I'm sure they'll have an idea or two. After you get the present, you can exhibit them on the shelf behind me. Strictly speaking, it is the shelf that was the true impetus for my creation of the fantastic fabricator and paper models. But that telling of that tale is no simple thing. Should you so wish, I would be glad to share it with you. But for now, just start the fabricator up. Dream with dewdrops above well, and may you gain the gift you desire, and may your mood be uplifted for the rest of the day. Well, that kinda made like 0 sense to me. My attention was broken halfway, which is probably that I would need food, because you know, losing weight means you don't need much, and if you don't need much, then your energy level gets low, your blood sugar and whatnot, and then that makes your attention break very easily. And there I am at that point. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into the next quest. I'd rather eat, do my stuff, and then make another stream than like do this in a bad way. As I said, priorities. Fairy figurines related to each region's theme can be mounted on said region's good shelf. During the event, these figurines can be exchanged with and given to your friends. Okay, I'm just curious. What do these? Okay. I don't know what these mean. Well. What? Okay.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
So I could only do... okay. Alright. Alright, now let's see. Yeah, I would need to do the story to open the rest, so... Holy. That's not part of it. Okay, so it would be... these 3 parts. Alrighty. So... I might be doing this like early tomorrow, so in less than 12 minutes. Or 12 minutes? 12 hours. You know, almost the same. 60 times it was. So, in 12 hours, in less than 12 hours getting back to stream, if I'm able to, which I probably will be, but will I decide that way? We'll see. Or if not, then probably around Tuesday, maybe Monday, but probably around Tuesday. Alright, but right now I'm gonna finish it here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.